injury front, Duke, looks like Duke diagnosed with a concussion this year as well. Gaines has a soft tissue injury, groin. And then the only other thing that came up was Orchard's back was bothering him, so we held him out. He's going to get that evaluated in the morning. Overall, I thought we did some good things. There's nothing like winning on the road. We wanted to make sure that we finished it. I thought we got off to a good start on the first quarter. I don't think it could have gone better. Defensively, we were solid. I thought just that one drive, the two-play drive, two poor plays on our part, they executed. Offensively, did some good things. I thought coming out of the half, that was an important drive for those guys. We debated as to whether or not we were going to have them come out there. You know, looking back on it now, it was the right thing. Good confidence builder. They still had a lot of their ones in there, drove the length of the field scored. So I think that really set the tone for the second half. But I was proud of the way our guys finished the game, that it didn't get ragged out there. We ran the ball well in the second half. But overall, lots of good tape to teach from. We're pleased with the outcome.
What in prior play, Mike?
Just didn't feel he could open up and go 100%. And just the choice was, do you risk it here and then don't see him again, or do you give him another week essentially for it to heal up, and then that way you can get a good evaluation against Chicago.
Hey Mike, the third game is always such a like a rehearsal game. Were you pretty confident that you had this kind of the team had this kind of performance ready for themselves coming out tonight?
Well, I mean, we felt good about our plans and getting back some of the guys healthy. It was nice to see the secondary out there. But with the four starters early on, we had Gip and Joe on a pitch count. They got their 10 plays and got out. I think that coincided right with the end of the first quarter. We're looking forward to getting K1 back. So we'll have all those guys out there. But we felt good about the plan. And this was a team that had played well a week ago against the Bengals. And it's always tough going on the road. That's why we feel good about our performance. We know there's a lot of things to get cleaned up. It's still a preseason game, but I think it was good for us to have the momentum, especially having lost the first two at home.
Was it a little nervous watching McCown make those runs on that long drive? It looked like he got banged up a couple times.
Yeah, and he's a competitive guy, and the fact that it was Tampa, and I had to grab him a couple times and just let him know that, hey, use your head.
How do you think he played overall, other than the scares?
Did some good things. There were a couple, forced a couple balls, but there were a couple issues with I want to see it on tape, some leakage in pass pro. I didn't think we did a great job protecting him. He was taking some hits, and a couple throws got hurried. We felt we had some things breaking open, but we didn't hold up front. So I'm sure there's going to be some things. It'll be good tape to watch. We got to get cleaned up front.
Coach, 4 sacks on the night. How encouraging was it to cut your game on those 6 sacks?
Yeah, we felt good about the matchup. I know they're a little banged up in their offensive line, but we wanted our guys to go out there and go hunting. I mean, that's what they do. You get teams in adverse down and distance situations, and then you turn those guys loose. I thought Jimmy did a good job of mixing coverage and pressure and letting those guys rush, and I thought he blitzed at opportune times as well. I thought he had a good feel for what they were going to do. Like I said, this was really the first one that we truly game planned for, and like I said, both sides of the ball, we felt good about our plan.
How disappointing to lose due to a concussion after you waited so long for him to get back with the hamstring?
It is, and just hopefully we can we'll be in the protocol. We can get him back as soon as possible. But that's, if you were to say the biggest downer of the night, that would be it.
How about Travis Benjamin Farmington?
No, it's great to see it. We wanted to make sure we got him some live touches in the preseason, and for him to pop the first one. I mean, I don't know if he ever, like I said, I don't know if he ever got out of third gear. He blocked it well. I don't know how many guys he truly had to make miss, but that's much more like the Travis of old. Everybody's talked about the knee and how it's going to take that extra time to get back. I mean, I think we're seeing the results with it being 2 years out.
Was that prior decision made before the storm, before the game? Was he not going to play?
Yeah, we had the sense coming down here that it was less than likely. We were still going to let the trainer decide, but if you had to tell me boarding the flight, I thought it would have been less than 50-50.
Do you think that, especially given Johnny's situation, might you rest Josh McCown in Chicago?
Yeah, Josh will not play against Chicago.
Mike,
We'll make the decision on who's going to be down, but Josh will be one.
so how important was it for him to? I know you said it was a confidence builder, but just the momentum that he kind of established with the 2 long touchdown drives to end his preseason that way.
No, I mean that's important. I mean there's no substitute for. You can always look at it and say, well, okay, this will be different and this will be different, but to actually go out and execute and have success, that's what the NFL is. So it was a win-win. We got results, but at the same time, there's some great tape to teach off of and things that we know we're going to have to get cleaned up.
Mike, what have you thought of Taylor Gabriel, not just tonight, but overall?
Gabe's been one of our most consistent players. Shows up every day, great attitude, perfects his craft, does extra. He rarely has a mental mistake, knows all the positions. I can't say enough about his professionalism and his production as well.
What did Josh show you tonight a little bit about, just his toughness, his ability to take those big hits and pop
That he's
back up?
foolish. No, he's a competitive guy. We need to do a better job of keeping the pocket clean. I don't know. There's not many quarterbacks that'll be able to get through a full season like that. And he just needs to be, like I said, it was here, his competitiveness. And that's why he's definitely not playing against Chicago, because that's another former team. Yeah. Keep him out.
Last one. Was that part of the plan, or was that Josh checking the ball down?
Well, I think a lot of their system forces you to throw the ball underneath, especially when they get into cover 2, they sink. It's hard to get the ball over the top of it. So your shots really come when they go single safety. So there were times when they presented a cover 2 look. Josh had played against the system well enough to know that you're not going to get too many shots down the field. Don't force him to go ahead and check the ball.
Mike Gaines had a pick tonight, and I know you said he's been doing well. Just in what ways has he really grown, and how's it been showing up?
Well, I think he got a taste of some success, and I think that fed him, that he realized it's a confidence thing. Just like all corners, we talk about it. When you're confident, that helps you, that elevates your play. So he got a taste of success, and I think it validated, like, hey, I can do this. We knew he was a gifted kid, but needed to get him in and get him coached up, and to his credit, he's responded to it, and it's shown.
All right, thanks.